Okay. Okay. So, um, like the state of the record industry um, and like totally didn't do the song that doesn't end, just singing it once or twice, or actually literally twice, and then just playing it because it's like less than a minute to sing it twice, and then like 3 or 4 accounts that you actually have to pay for in order to get not the in order to get not the ads. And so, like, do you know how many seconds there are in a day? What about in like if you just played a short song back to back? How many seconds in a day, in a month, in a year? How much money you can farm? Like, do you know mob farms? Like, if like in Minecraft to mob farm XP and items, like, just farm that. But then they're like, no, don't do that. Don't, no, don't do that. Stop it. Get some help. And so I actually, like, even though I was paying to have my music released, they wiped me from all of the music platforms. But like, even if you do it legit, like, you still need some kind of promotion. Like, you need like at least 1,000 to 10,000 people knowing about your self as an artist. So like maybe using TikTok or something to promote, or just like showing like clips of your songs on TikTok as you're creating it, is something that I've found has been pretty effective. And then like also Instagram, like if you're gonna do it legit, because I've been thinking about doing it legit for music production, is just like maybe some funk or some dubstep, but like to like get on Instagram and then just post it. Like, people can't post or they can't message you, but like you could just message them and then just send them like things of you, and talk about like new music releases and stuff. I've seen people have pretty good success with that, and then they already have like numbers like 1,000 to 2,000. Like, that's all you really need. And then you like, if you're successful, you might get 200 in a few months, $200. But if you're really successful, you might actually get real numbers and like just be super, like, so maybe Sunshine Apple, maybe make Christian some money. I'm Shader. But anyway, back to this video that I'm making, which is the something that is like a math exercise that I did in math class that I think would be good for students that are just getting into the like economy, in this economy. So like, what I'm going to call this video is hospital beds, because hospital beds have the same price range. But okay, so Parks and Recreation. So Parks and Recreation, you like do an exercise where you go to where they buy like the stuff to make a park, and then like the land where the park is. Who owns the land for a park? It's like the state or whatever. And then find out how much it costs to build a swing set, or to build like that one weird looking structure that they have in on the thing. And for legit parks, it is like, the numbers are like, it adds up very quick, and it is very, very expensive. Like, where does that money come from? I'll tell you. The government is in charge of and like mostly like it's state, and then like above that, for like, that's where like the government pays for the building of that park. So that means that the government has a lot of money. Now, I actually did something in Minecraft where somebody told me that $100 billion is an unfathomable amount of money. But I've recently run numbers as though like for an actual unfathomable amount of money, where you just have unlimited amounts. like where you have like unlimited budget to make videos would be pretty cool superpower to have. But it like I put like a special box that can hold really big amounts of stuff, like a bunch of wallets full of a certain amount of money. And then I stacked those boxes up and on both sides of the thing. And then like I saw how much of these boxes full of tons of money in Minecraft. And like I made a path after doing some calculations for how long you would have to stack up both of these things on either side. And I was able to get a visual representation of like how much 100 billion is, like physically, like boxes full of wallets, like how far it is. Like it's a very long journey to get to that amount. And then like once you understand what 100 billion is, and you understand like Parks and Recreation, what that is, like how much how much the government pays for parks, like the spending budget for like retirement and Social Security, and then like Parks and Recreation. Yeah. So just look up how much a hospital bed is. So that must mean that like the hospitals are like, oh wow, this place reeks of corporate greed. And then like the Parks and Recreation, like, wow, these are government funded. Everything costs a lot of money. I guess I can't build my own park with these really nice parks stuff, and like if I have some land, just like build a park. Like, am I gonna need to get a grant for that? And I do recommend a grant because grants are money and loans are like, that's not money. That's like somebody gives you more money than you can make in a certain amount of time, and then you're paying them back forever. Like Trump think like a billionaire. Like, oh yeah, all it takes is a small loan of $100 billion or $100 million. Like, never take out a loan of that much. Like, I don't recommend. Like I know about investments and like investing in like buying something that's going to benefit you later or whatever. Like, put in a fax for the exact car you want, and then have a lot full of like really nice cars that you think will grow up in value over time, and invest like that. But don't invest in Bitcoin. Don't invest in, or any kind of crypto. Don't invest in companies with stocks unless you are actually a part of that company. Then you might actually get a cut of that company if you do it. But don't invest in like those investing apps that let you have a part of a company, because that's all crap. And then bank loans are sent out if you have a savings account. People get screwed over, and then they hand you like money bag, and you hand the money bag, and then they give somebody else the money bag, and then they increase the amount of the money bag, and then they give you a little bit more money than you had to start out with. But a lot of people get screwed over in the process. And then finally, Schoolhouse Rock. I recommend watching the cartoon Schoolhouse Rock. Like, I'm just a bell, yes, I'm only a bell, living on Capitol Hill. Doesn't really tell you a whole lot. You have to do some research yourself on that one. Okay. Okay. So yeah, like that's an extra. So like literally, like go out to like online sites and like. Also, I recommend like, so buying in bulk. I wouldn't buy like unless you need like. I don't recommend buying in bulk from places like Sam's Club that you need to pay a subscription in order to buy in bulk. But buying in bulk just to save money and like always being stocked up and never actually running out of things is something that's pretty smart. They were speed reading things really fast. And then their comprehension plummeted. Even even whenever they were going slow, they had really low comprehension and they had ADHD, so they had to get put on ADHD medicine. Oh, okay. All right, thanks for watching. There's your assignment to look up the prices of building like a skyscraper or parks and recreation or things that businesses use, like say a room divider. Like, oh, I want to get a room divider. That's something businesses use, and then it's for privacy and stuff. But businesses have money, kind of like the government has money, and so room dividers are super expensive. Like, what's up with that? All right, there's your hospital bed video, Parks Recreation. Check out those numbers.